Hi, my name is Benjamin Jibben, and for my OB service project, I was part of the Cards for Kids group. Now, the project assignment was a service project for the community to help us apply OB qualities that we learned and to help bring community service to those in need. Now, the first thing that we were supposed to think about in our group project was thinking about others, and we produced an idea that would bring joy to others or a group of people in need. Now, to demonstrate compassion and to think about others, our group chose the Sanford Children's Hospital to uplift sick kids' attitudes during hard times of their lives. During this project, we had to develop teamwork abilities that involved communicating with each other, sharing ideas, asking for others what they thought of the projects that we were doing, all to contribute to Get Well Soon cards for the Sanford's Children's Hospital. Now, our project idea was Cards for Kids, which is creating uplifting cards for Sanford's Children's Hospital patients to try to uplift their attitudes and bring them joy during times that no kid should ever have to go through. The members of my group were Jocelyn Jennings, Kara Mass, Brian Heiser, myself, Cade Riley Condolan, Carson Kelly White. Here I put the examples of the Get Well Soon cards that I made. I used different heart stickers, stencils for the get well soon, so my not great penmanship wouldn't show through, and Disney themed band-aids with googly eyes to try to bring smiles to the kids' faces. Now, throughout the project, we had to apply OB qualities that we learned throughout the semester up until this point. One quality that we learned about was creativity, and we use this for the card creation, come up with different ideas, unique cards that you wouldn't just find at Hy-Vee or a Dollar General or Walmart to give to kids who are going through difficult times. Now, group functioning throughout this project was our communication with each other, spreading ideas, giving each other feedback on how we were doing, and giving each other different card ideas for what we're going to come up with. Now, for the human skills portion of this project that we applied, we mostly did work groups where we were sharing information, but we weren't really working together so much due to the online class and the distance between each of the individuals in the group. Skill sets definitely varied with our group members, with some people being in sororities, having a lot of people around them and artistic abilities, while someone like myself was working full time, almost full time, and trying to balance classwork on top of it and making the cards to the best of my ability with the time that I had. Now, throughout these human skills, we also learned compassion. This project wasn't just to get a grade, isn't just to pass a class. It's more than that. It was more to try to improve a child's attitude and try to improve their day while they're going through tough times that no kid should ever have to go through at the Sanford Children's Hospital. Motivation for this project can be broken down into Maslow's hierarchy of motivation, where through the very top of it, self-fulfillment, we all gained a self feeling of accomplishment through this project, creating the cards, sending them out, and giving them to the kids who should hopefully enjoy them. Extra info about my project or my portion of the Cards for Kids project was the money that I raised was $25 from Design Develop Engineering, a family company that provided the money for the supplies for the project. Now, I spent roughly 10 hours on this, probably not as much as some others in the group, but like I said before, I ended up picking up a job halfway through the semester and spent a lot of my days commuting from Brookings to Sioux Falls and back and found time to work on the project in between. Overall, roughly 10 hours on the project, and I made 10 cards. Except afterwards, I told a coworker about it and made an extra card for them for their 2-year-old niece who is in the hospital currently with cancer. This topic also hit close to home for me because my mother works in pediatric hospice at Sanford. So I've heard multiple stories about kids who start at the children's hospital and then don't get a good prognosis. Their lives aren't going to continue to adulthood, and my mother gets to take care of them. So knowing about how sad some of these stories can end up, I wanted to make sure that I could provide something for these kids during difficult times that they shouldn't have to go through. In addition to my extra info, these are the final 5 W's of the project. Who was involved in this project was students of organizational behavior in the BADM 369. The Sanford Children's Hospital patients were affected by this. Hopefully, their spirits were brought up, their attitudes were improved, and they were appreciative of the cards that were sent to them. Also, Design Develop Engineering was able to donate money to this project. Their contribution helped me create the 10 cards that I needed to send. What happened in this project was the organizational behavior service project, the Cards for Kids, the idea that my group came up with. Where did this happen? The majority of it happened in Sioux Falls at the Children's Hospital, but obviously students in this group go to USD and Lynn Vermillion. I myself am taking this class online through SDSU. We had a group member in Minnesota, and we were all spread out, but all of it came back down to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. This happened in the spring semester of 2025. And we did this assignment partially because of a grade. We all want to pass the class, but also because it gave something back to our community. It uplifted children's spirits during difficult times in their lives, and it helped us apply theories and qualities that we learned throughout this class. I want to thank you very much for watching and consider donating or helping to kids in need in the future.